All right, I got the two boys here, Alec, and this is Greg. Say hi, boys.
Hi.
They're very excited to be here. Can't you tell?
Oh yeah.
They're actually both seniors this year, so they're going to help me out with my activities today, and we're going to do a little healthy habits lesson today. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. Can anybody tell me kind of what you think is involved in healthy habits? Just go ahead and post your thing up there as I'm talking. I know the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about hand washing, and we're going to do a little activity. It's very similar to the one Miss Kia did the other day. If anybody saw her really lesson that she did the other day, it's going to be similar to that, but it's going to show you why it's important, especially right now, to do. You getting ready for the activity? Pulling your sleeves up. All right.
No.
It's very important to wash your hands, especially right now with so many different germs, and then of course the coronavirus and other things going on out there, the flu and just different things. They're here to demonstrate it since their hands are usually pretty dirty, and it's probably
My hands are not dirty.
they're probably dirty.
They're not dirty.
And a lot of times just getting your kids to wash their hands is sometimes can be a fight. So very funny, Kadeem. Yeah. No, they knew they were doing this. We went through it earlier. They're
$20.
still not a little. They're not that excited about it. But they're going to do it anyways to help me out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a little bit. If y'all want to pour your water on there. Actually, you do yours on here. This one. And then Alec will do his over there. All you need for this activity is some water, pepper, not in the middle one, just so yeah, some soap or hand sanitizer. Either one will work. Yeah. All right. So the pepper is going to be you like that, the Sheets cup.
Oh yeah.
I had to show that off. The pepper is going to be like the germs. So if y'all want to put your germs on your plate, lots of germs. And you'll start seeing it. Put a lot so they can see it in the video. Can y'all see that okay on the plate?
I can smell it. I can taste it. Like it.
Okay, so Alec has a lot of germs. Go ahead, Greg. You can put germs on yours too. Yeah, we'll probably start sneezing here in a second. So just get ready. Yeah, that's some strong pepper. All right, so the pepper is the germs. And what they're going to do is they're going to put their finger in the germs. And it'll kind of show that they already have germs on their fingers because it just kind of sticks to it. See, it's sticking to their fingers. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's pepper on their fingers.
Yeah.
All right. So which one of you is doing the soap? You?
I do soap.
Yeah, you guys can put it on there. We're going to put a little bit of soap. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. You definitely don't need a lot.
I did fully do not put a lot.
Yeah, especially since that's like a hot commodity right now at the stores. So, and it's just, you can use any kind of soap really, honestly. And then Alec is going to use some hand sanitizer there on his. All right. That's enough. That's definitely a hot commodity. All right. So, Greg's going to go first. He's going to put his finger in the soap, kind of get it all soaked up. And this is going to show you, just kind of keep an eye on it. Hopefully y'all can see it pretty good. Because whenever he puts his, see how quickly the germs went away? Can y'all see that?
Oh.
Yeah, see the soap was in the middle and it immediately went away. Kind of like the STEM activity that Miss Kia did the other day with the soap. But it's the same thing except we're using the pepper as the germs. There you go. Let me see that. There we go. All right, now we're going to use the hand sanitizer. And we're going to see if Brie, that's what I'm saying. You cannot waste that hand sanitizer and soap. So the hand sanitizer did the same thing almost. The soap definitely had a bigger impact. So it's pretty obvious why you need to be washing your hands and stuff so that you don't get, germs everywhere. And the hand sanitizer worked, but not quite as good as the soap. So there's nothing, it's not quite as good as that. So just keep that in mind whenever you're out and about and you're just using hand sanitizer.
Just use both.
Or use both. That would definitely work. Mm-hmm. So if you have both, that'd be great. All right. So it's very important right now, and that shows why it's important to keep your hands clean right now. All right. So y'all can push those out right now. We're done with that activity. And that's a very simple activity you can use. You guys can try at home too, just to see. Are you using hand sanitizer now? Good idea. Yeah, don't waste that. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about, which is their favorite thing to do right now.
Sleep.
Not really. Like I said, not really. We're going to give you some tips. I'm going to give you 8 tips right now to make homework time less stressful, because part of staying healthy is a lot of stress and other things can make you not quite as healthy. That's part of your health, your mental health. And emotional and different things like that. So we're going to give some tips right now because I know a lot of people are doing virtual learning and they're not used to doing virtual learning. And a lot of parents are having to do a lot more with the kids than just like a one homework, one worksheet or something like that. It's something for different classes and things. Like how many classes do you have, Greg, that you get homework for?
6.
6. How many do you have, Alec?
6, but I only really count like 3 of them.
He has 6. So it's very, very difficult. I mean, if y'all want to post on here some of the things that I know some of you have younger kids, but you might post on here, comment about what you think might be cause a lot of stress when doing homework and things like that with the virtual learning right now. But I'm going to give you some tips, some things that I've noticed here at home. I have 2 seniors here and I have a freshman girl. So I know it's going to be slightly different than if I had an elementary kid, but I know I've done a lot of after school work too with elementary students. So a lot of this is going to go with multiple age groups. So the first one is pick a good time and routine. At first, I was kind of letting them choose whenever they wanted to do it. And how well did that work out, guys?
It didn't.
It didn't, exactly. So I let them help me choose a time. And obviously, what time did y'all wake up today?
1:30.
1:30. Okay. Which is perfect because our normal time that they chose and I agreed with is 2:00 in the afternoon. It doesn't matter if it's 8:00 in the morning or it's 2:00 in the evening. So the thing is, yes, definitely Bree, Garen, routine is huge. It's very, very important. So that's why I let them help choose the time that we were going to do it because it's what was convenient for them. Now, if you have younger kids that are up earlier, obviously you may not do 2:00 in the afternoon, but I let them choose 2:00 in the afternoon. So every day at 2:00, we've been sitting down and doing homework, whether they want to or not, because they've agreed upon that time. That's the time we do. And there's not a lot, you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of time on homework as long as they're getting it done. It's not something that you got to do all day. You don't have to go, 3 or 4 hours. That's a long time to expect kids to sit in one spot at home, even teenagers. So that's definitely routine, and timing is huge. The next tip is make sure you have a homework friendly area. So if they need supplies, maybe for younger kids, you can have some pillows and things out. If I put a pillow out with them, what's going to happen?
Go to sleep.
Exactly. So I'm definitely not making it that comfortable for them because they will go to sleep.
Find a way.
And go ahead and comment if you guys can think of any other thing that you think might make it. I know good lighting is pretty important. If there's anything else you think would help the area be more friendly for doing homework and stuff. What do you guys think? Anything else that we're missing for a homework friendly area?
Just need to have like a big old bowl of snacks in the center.
Yeah, that's another one though. That one's on my list. Don't worry. That's very, very important, definitely. Which I can go ahead and skip to that one.
Then like a
food.
maybe
Food.
30-minute workout break.
Food is definitely important. That was number 4. So we'll go ahead and skip to number 4. And then Bree, I'm coming to that one. I see you put silence. I'm coming to that one too. That's pretty important. Yeah. Food is definitely important. If I don't have food in here, they're not coming. It's going to be a fight. Or they're going to be like, I'm hungry. I can't do work until I eat, or, so.
I don't have enough brain food.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough brain food. Okay. Definitely. So, food is very, very important no matter the age. So if you just have a couple healthy snacks out here, or you have a meal out here, either way, it helps. Definitely. Garen, I love that idea to help let the kids set it up. Let them be, mine are probably too lazy to help set it up. So usually I just have food out here for them, or, I might let them pick what they're going to go eat and bring it in here, depending on how I'm feeling at the time and how busy I am, at 2:00. Because 2:00 is kind of busy for me every day because I'm doing work as well. So definitely let them, especially younger kids, help set it up so that it's their space too. So I love that idea. The other one brings me to another tip for making homework time less stressful brings me to nice, Abby. Yes, food. Bree gave to Miss Bree said silence and not a lot of commotion going on. Definitely. You want to keep your distractions to a minimum. So turn the TV off, cell phones aside. I know I usually let them hold on to their cell phones, so if they need to take a quick break or something. Of course, the other day I caught one of them playing a video game behind their computer screen. So definitely have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I got y'all figured out. Don't worry. But definitely keep distractions to a minimum. You don't want a lot of stuff going on in here because otherwise they're not going to stay focused. I mean, if you have, even my 2-year-old granddaughter was watching cartoons in the other room, and I look up and these two are watching the cartoons. Like, come on. So, so I had to go turn it off. So, Garen, music helps you focus. Yeah, it helps me focus too. I don't know about them, so I don't play music. Plus, we don't listen to the same music. We definitely don't. So,
old rock and roll.
Anyway, we're just gonna ignore that happen. Yes, Abby, be in a room that's well lit and feels nice. Definitely, that's part of your friendly area there.
Open the windows.
Open windows, nice breeze could help.
COVID-19.
All right. That brings us to number 5 of our tips to make homework time less stressful. Set a good example. And I know sometimes I don't want to necessarily sit down and do my work because there's a lot of distractions at home, but I'm having to work from home as well. So, and once everybody gets up in the house, there's a lot going on. So a lot of times I'll sit down with them, and I have my laptop out here, my computer at the table, and we'll all be working at the same time. Obviously, we're not working on the same thing, but I'm setting a good example. So I'm doing my work, so they're doing their work. And you don't necessarily have to, if you don't work from home. You have a comment?
No.
Okay. Sometimes even if you don't work from home, that's okay. You could be making your grocery list. You could be doing a crossword puzzle. You could be reading a book, reading the newspaper, doing different things, but showing that you're also building your mind and your brain cells and showing that you're working is going to encourage them to work as well. So, Does it help when I do mine work too? Or does I know it annoys them because I actually sit in here at the table with them. So when they're not working, I can tell. So.
It's just annoying when you're playing a lot of videos.
Oh yeah, sometimes I have to watch webinars and stuff, so that is very annoying. I'm sorry. I'll get some headphones. So good point. Thank you for that. Just like the distractions. So point for you guys.
Exactly.
All right. So that brings us to number 6. Number 6 for making your homework time less stressful is help them make a plan. Sometimes they might be overwhelmed, and because they have so many different homework assignments they have to do. I know some they only have, this is new for teachers as well. So some teachers are giving a lot of assignments daily. Some teachers are giving one easy assignment daily. Some teachers are giving an assignment for the whole week. So it really depends on the teacher because everybody's trying to find out what's right. And some teachers might have different requirements. So, I don't even want to know. All right. So some, like your math teacher, they're going to have different requirements than say, like, what's a good class that you don't have a lot of assignments in, maybe?
Wildlife.
Like wildlife, food science, so they may have different requirements when it comes to what they have to give for math or even English or something like that, as opposed to wildlife or food science. They may not have to do as much. So, or they might not, theirs might be more of, like, I know you guys have had some that are just watching a video and answering a couple questions. But then you have other assignments where you have to do more. So it really depends on the teacher. So make sure you help the kids make a plan, because it could be overwhelming if they get a lot or if they get behind. Isn't that right, boys? It becomes very overwhelming. And so it's easier for them to say, oh, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything, rather than try to get caught up because they don't know how to get caught up, or it's just too much. Another thing you can do to help them make a plan is by knowing what they have to do. I love that the teachers at their school, they sign me up for a daily report on Google Classroom. You can get a weekly report or a daily report. Nice. Yeah. So now I know what they're behind on or what's coming up, and the assignments that they have to do, so I can help them prioritize and see what's important and what they're not getting done. So I do love that the teachers helped me with that. You could do a weekly, but with these two, I feel like I need a daily report. So, yeah.
You need bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly, no. All right. So that's definitely, that's number 6. 2 more. Number 7 is number 7 tip to making homework time less stressful is to make sure they understand the work. Sometimes they might be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes they may just not want to ask for help because if they don't know how to do it, they're just not going to do it.
Why are you looking at me?
And you got to think too, in class, a lot of times the kids get rewarded for knowing the right answers. So they may not want to stand out. I mean, it really just depends on the kid and how comfortable they are for asking for help. What did you do yesterday for the first time, Greg?
I emailed a teacher.
He emailed a teacher for the first time ever.
Yeah, I'm still not going to do that.
Yeah. So, and it's because he didn't understand it. And
I still haven't opened that email.
Baby steps, guys. So you see my struggles here. This is something I deal with daily with these two. So the thing is that no matter their age, if you don't understand it and they don't understand it, there's no way you can help them. So feel free to reach out to the teacher. I know I've asked helping 4th graders with math these days. Their math is totally different than. Will you two stop?
What?
Are y'all hitting each other?
No.
All right. So helping with math these days is totally different than the math I used to do back in the day. And
2 plus 2.
I mean, I'm old, but I don't feel like I'm that old. Like, I know how to do math, but I don't know how to do it how they do it now. So I've actually had to ask fourth grade teachers, how do I teach this to a fourth grader the way that they're learning today? So don't be afraid to ask. It doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. You may have just done it a different way, 20, 25 years ago, or however many, I don't even know when I was in elementary. So make sure the kids understand the work, because if they don't understand it, they're not going to do it. Or it might be a fight to get them to do it. Nobody wants to fight every day, do we? Okay, most people don't want to fight every day. All right, and the last tip I have for you guys to make homework time less stressful is to be a motivator and to stay positive. Because
you can do it.
Yeah. Because if you're fussing at them and you're fighting with them and you're yelling at them to do their homework, are y'all gonna do it?
No.
No.
Nah.
They're not gonna do it. And they're seniors in high school. I mean, imagine trying to fight with a third grader.
Senioritis is kicking my butt.
Yeah, they got senioritis. So they got whole other issues compared to younger kids. So
don't catch it. Don't catch senioritis.
I learn something new every day with these two. So make sure you're staying positive with them. Praise their work. Don't hover over them, but just be there. And that's part of setting the good example too. Just being.
You suck.
You're gonna pick that up when we're done. All right.
Missed.
All right. So, do you guys have any other tips or any kind of things that you guys struggle with? Just go ahead and put it in the comment box, and maybe they can help answer that. I don't know if they can or not, and there's no telling what they'll say. But if you have anything, go ahead and put it in the comment box, and we'll go from there.
What?
Nothing. Let me know also if you think I should use these two again in my videos, because I'm not sure how well this went over. I'm scared to watch it back. Two or too much. So, you guys have anything else that you struggle with or anything, or besides senioritis? Like, what else do you guys think I know.
Focusing,
yeah.
To do one worksheet.
Yeah, they definitely have trouble focusing for sure.
I've gotten into the habit where I do one assignment and I just close my computer.
Yeah, so that's another reason why if you have food out there on the table and things like that, maybe they'll stick around a little longer and you won't have to fight with them or push them to get it done. But sometimes you just have to push them to get it done. So it looks like Kadeem thinks y'all did a good job. I don't know, maybe he's talking about me.
I'm pretty sure he's talking to you. We're just the commentators.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks guys for tuning in today. I know Monday is, I believe Miss Abby is doing a really cool STEM project. So make sure you tune in Monday at 3 p.m. And we look forward to next time with Healthy Habits. I think next time we're going to do a little cooking. So make sure you tune in next Friday and we're going to do some cooking. I might bring them back.
We got the chefs. We got the chefs at the house. Ain't nobody else.
Can't make any promises, but I'm going to show you what it's like cooking with these two. All right. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you stay safe and healthy. And I don't know which one was off.
Right there. Red button.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.